what does that mean? Everyone? Geographies? Say the geography. Are the books which of all books are most concerned? Why, master of consequence. They never become old-fashioned. It is very rarely that amount change it is positive. It is very rarely that an ocean empire is filled of its waters with variety of ethereal things, but extinct volcanoes may come to life again. The little prince interrupted. What doesn't that man experiment? Rather volcanoes are exerting of a leaf and comes to the same thing for use, say the geography. The things that matter to use is the mountain, and does not shine. But what does that man, a permo, represent the little prince, who never in his life had let go of a question, once he had escaped. It meant, which is danger of every disappearance? Is my flower in danger of speedy disappearance? Certainly, it is. My flower is a pyramid, the little prince said to himself, and she has only four tours to defend herself against the world, and I have left her on my planet all alone. That was his first moment of regret, but he took courage once more. What place would you advise me to visit now? He asked. The planet Earth, replied the geographer. It has a good reputation. And the little prince went away, thinking of his flower. Chapter 16. So then the seventh planet was the Earth. The Earth is not just an ordinary planet. One can count there 111 kings. Don't forgetting to be sure the Negro kings among them. 7,000 geographers, 900 businessmen, and 7,055,000 trappers, and 311,000 millions conscientious men, that is to say, about those billions world ups. To give you an idea of the size of the Earth, I will tell you that before the invention of electricity, it was necessary to maintain over the whole of the six continents a variable arm of 462 511 lighters for the street lamps. Seen from a slight distance, that could make a sleeping space spectacle. The movements of this arm could be regular, like those of the ballet in the opera. First could come in the tours of the lanterns of New Zealand, and Australia. Having seen their lamps alight, they couldn't go off to sleep. Next, the Leicester of China and Siberia wouldn't enter for their step in the dance, and then they too would be waved back into the wind. After that would come the tour of the Lighters of Russia and the Indies, then those of Africa and Europe, then those of South America, then those of South America, then those of North America. And never couldn't they make a mistake in the order of their entry of the stride. I couldn't be magnificent. Only the man who was is a chain of the singer lamp on the North Pole, North, North Pole, and his college who was responsibility for the singer lamp of the South Pole. Only theirs two wouldn't live free from Tony and Carl. They could be busy twins a year. Chapter 16. When one views where one wishes to play the wit, he sometimes guards a little from the turn. I have not been altogether honest in what I have told you about the lanterns, and I realize that root there is of given a false idea of our planet to those who do know its mean occupy a very small place of the earth. If the 2 billion inhabitants who people its surface were all to stop right and some were corrupted together and they do for some big public assembly. There couldn't easily be put into one public square 20 millions long and 20 millions wide. All humanity could be built on a small Pacific islet. The groups, to be sure, will not be real you when you tell them that. They imagine that they fill a great deal of space. They fancy themselves as important as the Boabas. You should arrive them to make their all calculation. They are open figures, and they will please them, but do not waste your time on this extra tax. It is unnecessary. You have, I know, confirmed in me. Where the little prince arrived the earth, he was very surprised not to see any people. He was begging to be arrived. He had come to grow the raw planet when a cloud of gold, the color and molding, flashed across the sun. "Good evening," said the little prince courteously. "Good evening," said the snake. "What planet is this which I have come through?" asked the little prince. "This is the earth. This is Africa," the snake answered. "Ah, there are no people on the earth? This is the desert. There are no people in the desert. The earth is large," said the snake. The little prince sit down on a stone and raised his ears to the sky. "I wonder," he said, Whether the stars are still alive is having to that one day airs one of your main films his up again. Look at my planet. It is right there over us, but how far away is it? It is beautiful, the snake said. What has brought you here? I have been some trouble with a flower, said the little prince. Ah, said the snake. And there were both silent. Where are they met? The little prince at last took up the conversation again. It is lonely in the desert. It is also lonely among men, the snake said. The little prince gazed at him for a long time. You are a funny animal, he said at last. You are no cuter than a hammer, but I'm more powerful than he training of a king, said the snake. The little prince smiled. You are not very powerful. You have you haven't ever any faith. You cannot even try. I can carry your father that any ship could take you, said the snake. He twisted himself around the little prince ankle, like a golden blade. Whom, whomever I touch, I send back to her earth from whence he came. The snake spoke again. But you are in concert, aren't true, and you come from a star. The little prince made no reply. You must me to pay. You are weak on this earth made of granite. The snake said, I help you someday. If you grow up to um Omeshik, for your whole planet. I can. Oh, I understand you very well, said the little prince. But why do you always speak in riddles? I thought to laugh, said the snake, and they were both silent. Chapter 18. The little prince crossed the desert and met with only one flower. It is a flower with three petals, a flower of accounts of all. Good morning, said the little prince. Good morning, said the flower. Where are the mounts? The little prince asked politely. The flower had once seen a caravan patient man. She scoffed. I think there are 6 or 7 or 10 of them is in existence. I saw them several years ago, but one never knows where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no ropes, and that makes their life very difficult. Goodbye, said the little prince. Goodbye, said the flower. Chapter 19. After that, the little prince climbed a high mount. The only mounts the only mounts he had ever known were the rare volcans, which come off his nose, and he used the research volcan as a phosphate from a mountain asked him as this one. He said to himself, I says be a way to see the whole planet at one glance and all the place and the people. But he was nothing, say pieces of rock that were sharpened like needles. Good morning, he said coarsely. Good morning, good morning, good morning, answered the chair. Who are you? Said the little prince. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Answered the host. Be my friends. I am love. I am all alone. He said. I am love. I am love. Alone. Answered the age. What a queer planet, he thought. It is all told. Three and a pointer and a trader hours and forbidding, and the people have no imagine. They repeat whether whatever wanna say to say them. On my planet I have a flower. She always was the first to speak.